back in performance. Reduce our lag. I'm actually going to do an audio check. Make sure this audio is on. Put it back in performance. Reduce our lag. Alright, there we go. Game might be a little quiet. We'll get that if needed. Alright, here we go. I think we're good. Alright, so new character. New season, new character, this is the the season of Malediction is our new season. So let's give our character a new name. What are we gonna call our character? Let's what character do we want to go with? Do we want to go with the Crusader, the Assassin, the Psyker, Tech Adept? I don't have bastards. Never mind. Can't do that one. Let's go with Lock-in. That sounds good. That sounds like a good choice. And let's go with the Tech Adept. Choose your expertise. Septor, Dominus, Cartus. Sector uses the long arm. Dominus uses the plasma rifle. And Adeptus Sagittarius uses the auto rifle. Now, I really like the melee in this one. So let's do that. And then, let me see now, what do we have? Data flux. Once you create battle constructs, turrets, and so on, I like construct battle. Only took Adeptus command the start of assorted constructs of the Legio Cybernetica. Due to their technological education, Inquisitors with a adept background have access to arcane equipment that can only be operated by Adeptus Mechanicus. With the there is recharging the time at a fixed rate. Let's go with that one. Axe or shield? Oh, axe. Definitely axe. Would you like to skip the tutorial? Yes, please. I have no need for the tutorial. No, I'm gonna do that. Go ahead and go through this. Because this is actually the class that I played the most in the previous season. Wow, my data rate is really low. Hold on, let me video. Why is my resolution so tiny? That doesn't make any sense. It should be at a 1080p resolution. That's much better. I don't know why my resolution was so tiny. Alright, so let's see what we have to work with. We have no points there. We have Very basic stuff here, that's fine. We do not have access to our storage. So that gives us everything we want. Alright, we can pull up our cherub. I got that one. Let's see, what cherub do I want to go with today? I don't have that seasonal gift. But I got that one from the previous season. This is the new one. We'll get that soon. Alright. So, I guess we go here. For our season. Where are we going? What are we doing? Who are we killing? Okay, so Forsaken Station. This is our first mission, level 7. So we start at level 7, do normal and up, no problem there. And let's go do our thing. Oh, we do actually have points that need to get used. I just realized that. Oh, we're level 7, but our points are allocated. So, I'll get our points in a second. It's the thing I can allocate the points in a second. I don't know. What out?
Tech Priest, this Imperial facility has been abandoned for a very long time. Are you certain the Alpha Pariah is here?
The data burst from the machine spirit was an emergency signal. The Alpha Pariah left the Martyr to follow an unidentified Vox transmission originating from these coordinates.
I need more information on this place.
Cursory data siphoning reveals that the deeds of Foundation bear the seal of Uther Tiberius.
This must have been one of his secret hideouts, designated to aid his pilgrimage through the Caligari Sector. Did the Martyr follow the ancient protocols?
Tagged as speculation. Suggestion.
Oh, jeez.
To priority assignment.
Humans, no corner of the galaxy is free from their unfortunate existence.
I assume that
Oh no.
I am an Inquisitor of Holy Terror.
Tell me, human.
Enough of this babble.
I thought so.
Now, the one I really want to do is I want to get the Arc Axe. That was probably my favorite axe. Though I did get a lot of
Most Eldari either live
really interesting legendary or exotic gear
These are proven facts.
when I finished the story. So
look like Corsairs.
that was pretty impressive.
And they are showing more hostility towards the Imperium than usual.
I'm not really worried about the story.
Heraldry is unique. These Eldar specimen don't belong to any craft world listed in the folios of the Unholy in the ship data.
Because we're sitting here.
Investigate these Xenos.
This is the prophecy storyline.
X-loading the coordinates of the sensorium to your data slate.
So we have to do like the storyline,
It could provide
and then we can move on.
the Alpha Pariah and the Xenos presence.
Which is fine. It's not a big deal. It's a very good mission series. The actual missions are pretty solid. They're not hard. It is effort though.
Cortical
You are right, Tech Priest. How can I
But once we get through that, then we can actually get into the actual
secondary analytical core activated. Converting an X-loading data
content
to your
for
data
the
slate.
season. So let's go through the content for the season will actually
Tech
be good.
Priest, did you monitor any Vox activity recently on behalf of the Inquisitor stranded on the Martyr?
Alright.
Negative.
Then the chances of finding the Inquisitor are reaching suboptimal levels.
Yeah, they're suboptimal. He's probably dead. Oh, that's a blocked door. That's a blocked corridor. Alright, that's not gonna do us any good. Let's go this way.
I have been compiling information on the craft world from the memory crystals.
A summary will suffice.
Tuatha is a minor craft world, primarily roaming in the Caligari.
Do-do-do.
Its Eldari megastructure has been constantly succumbing to a significant chaos infection that is gradually turning it inhabitable. The Tuatha Eldari have been slowly abandoning the infected craft world, relocating to the Maiden World in the sector. This is what I
That's
have for
interesting.
now.
Keep me updated.
Just die. Die, 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 die. Everybody must die. Horrible deaths. I'm not really looking for
I have begun gathering information on
high
the recent
detailed gear or anything.
Maiden World laureate.
Proceed, Margos.
But I'll collect everything I can. But I'm not gonna
But it seems
go
that
out of my way
Tyranid High Fleet was destroyed in the subsector.
to pick
A
up
substantial
gear at this
number of
point.
the surviving Xenox attacked the Tuatha Maiden World and tried to assimilate the local biomass.
Interesting. But I have a situation here,
The
Margos.
low gears
We'll
isn't really
resume
worth
shortly.
amassing. Now, there are advantages to it, because if you collect a lot of low-level gear, and you recycle it, then you've got a lot of points that you can use towards craft items, which is nice. However, you're going to get a lot of just generic garbage gear anyway. There's no point going out of your way for it. So you get enough without having to really farm. And you'll farm later anyway. I mean, the max level's, what, 100 I think it is? So anything less than like level 50 or 60 really isn't worth farming anyway. I'll be honest, anything less than that really isn't worth farming.
Inquisitor, the contents of the memory crystal suggest an explanation for
So
the
there
hatred
is
of the
that.
Craft World Elder.
There is no acceptable explanation for turning against the Imperium. The Caligari.
The Tuatha
Let's see.
Eldar requested assistance from the Imperium when their maiden world succumbed to the Tyranid invasion, but Soul Forge World intercepted the message.
The tech priest is skimming through the personal
Let's
logs in the
see.
tech priest data hoard from the facility.
What else do you
So
do?
that your
Yes.
records are really suitable
I love these
for proper
phase shifters.
He highlighted a few
They're annoying.
details. After the excommunication of Uther Tiberius, the place was investigated thoroughly and used by the Inquisition. After a fatal chaos incursion,
There
it
we
was
go.
abandoned on the order of the Caligari
There we
Conclave.
go.
Which means that the Elder didn't attack the station.
No, they just took possession of the facility.
So yeah, there we go.
The Harbinger's
There's our story. We don't care. Yeah, so it does really no. Because it's a story we've all heard at least 2 or 3 times.
Surveillance mode and restore power to the facility.
Because I played through this story twice in the last few weeks since I picked up the game. So, and I've heard it at least twice. I know all y'all have.
I've located the Alpha. Blessed be the power.
So. My big goal is just trying to get through the story for prophecy and then get into the actual event content. Now, how long will it take us to do that? I don't really know. But we will do what we can to try and make it as painless as possible. That. Oh, all this stuff is interesting. I really have no need for it. We do have need of it actually getting through. You know, the eyes a lot worse. I don't know how far we'll get this weekend. I'm thinking we'll probably get to the end of the story, so maybe 30 or 40. Now I might do
Inquisitor, the
content
Archers
offline
detected
just to
significant
push
hostile forces on this level. Are you
content
absolutely sure you want to go in alone?
This is the most optimal decision, based on the facts I have gathered on the Alpha Pariah so far.
that might be a good idea for me to sit there, do like farming missions or whatever. Just to speed up our progress. Okay. Oh, that's right, we got a voltaic axe. Which is my favorite kind of axe. But it's okay. We will. That's why I love the axe. Because the AoE effect, when it goes off, is amazing. It's always an amazing effect. There's a lot of damage. A lot of people go down. Cherubs. Oh, that's another guy over there. Oh, that goes. Good. Look, it's a dude. They don't last very long. They really don't. And it's fine with me. I like that they don't last very long. And they don't last very long means that we get to progress through missions and the story very quickly. Which is always a good thing. I'd rather do that than get hung up on missions for hours and hours on end. I mean, we could get stuck that way for a while at some point. And that's why I'm probably going to do some offline level grinding. Maybe. Just to kind of make our lives a little easier. On stream. But I haven't decided if I'm going to do that. I don't know. It really depends on what kind of interaction we have with viewers over the next couple of days. Yeah, if we get a lot of viewership and whatnot that want to see the whole content, then maybe not. But in order to actually do the farming, we're really going to have to worry about farming. I want to get most of the content from the season. I don't really know about the last season because by the time I got to it, the season was basically over. But this time I'm starting at the beginning of the season, which means I've got a little bit more flexible.
Mainframe, Inquisitor.
Accessing the cherub pit feed repository is the next logical part.
That's the important part. Because we're starting at the beginning. Gives us a lot more flexibility. I'm also not pushing quite so hard and to finish the content. Which is the more important part.
The Alpha subject has been manifesting powers currently unlisted in the classified Psyker Index.
What a tantalizing glimpse into the true
So,
potential of
that's
this
always an
mysterious
important
research.
thing.
I must secure her immediately.
So let's go ahead. Move the camera.
Activation subs initialized.
Turn that on, turn those on. Which gives us our cannons. Now, are they actually useful? Not really. They tend to not last long. But they do some damage. They can help some. You know? They're not going to be ideal or be perfect, but it does help. There we go, there we go, there we go. There we go. I said I got one.
This is Inquisitor Kraybart speaking on behalf of the Ordo Hereticus of the Holy Inquisition. We have received your code red astropathic transmission, and our fleet is calculating arrival
Alright.
as we speak.
There's the first of our
Join our forces shortly.
friends.
Reinforcements are almost there. Why don't you just wait for them?
The Alpha Pariah has no control.
Is that? We're not waiting.
And she will react to danger fiercely. And the Ordo Hereticus are not famous for their patience.
We will not, we will not wait. We're already here. We're doing a thing. We're doing the thing successfully. There's no point in waiting.
Are you trying?
What in the name of the
That's fine. Grab that chest. We'll take X Alpha. Let me see here. Right now we're just trying to upgrade our stuff wherever we can. Because it's important to do so. Especially this early. We have no exotics or anything, so. Well, the only thing we can saves us problems in the long run. See, the new axe just levels these guys. Like, you can get the money and stuff, but the money really isn't worth that much. Most of the money you get in the game is, from the missions. There's that one ability that's a time stop you can get on your stuff. And that is a really cool ability. I like that one.
Another memory crystal.
But it creates a time stopper slow. And that's awesome. I forget which ability that is. And I don't know if which character I've seen it on. It may have only been on the sniper, but I know I've seen it at least on one of the characters. And that was beautiful. Because it just gave you so much more flexibility. And having high flexibility is always a good sign. It's always positive.
Stay away from me.
Alright, Pariah, let's go. You're good. Let's get you out of here. Let's get you out of here. So I'm trying to get through these missions as quickly as we can. Since we have to go through the strong line. Alright, so let's go through our gear real quick. Check for upgrades. So far, nada. Alright, that's all good there. Inventory, go here. Construct abilities. What's this one do? Well, that's the attack speed. A movement speed. That's actually pretty cool. I think I'm just gonna go for my melee combat. And just go for mine to basically max out the melee tree first. Because that's usually the damage I'm doing.
Inquisitor.
So we want to kind of do that first. Now, the rest of this we can just scrap out. We have no need for any of it. Alrighty. Follow the new system. And we're going to where? What are we doing for our little system status? Alright, so that's fine, normal, good. We want to experience that way. And then do the campaign. I mean, you can lower down or raise up the difficulty level. Raising the difficulty level does mean you're going to get more experience, but you should only do that when you're literally overpowering everything. When you're towards the upper levels. You shouldn't do that. I mean, you could do that lower in the lower end. But if you're not being able to bring in gear from your alternate characters,
Completed the preliminary tests
or from your common pool,
Cascada Prime. The results are fascinating.
Fascinating is an unscientific term.
yeah, we don't want to worry
I
about
will
that.
need more samples. The plague is clearly of warp origin, most probably caused by an as yet unrecorded pathogen.
The infection is spreading like wildfire through the
Alright.
The mutant scum and the treacherous cultists have already begun exploiting the situation, leading an open rebellion.
These guys are fun.
According to Vox reports, the local enforcers have been overwhelmed, but there is an operational Astra Militarum outpost in the vicinity.
Affirmative.
Alright.
Take over command.
It's over here. We can just annihilate these guys, thankfully.
The area has been secured.
There we go.
Apologies.
Go ahead and just fix the Voxcaster.
Captain Logren of the 12th.
At ease, Captain.
And now we have backup. So now I have an artillery strike. Nice. I mean, you can always get more. Starte.
Marcus, I need your opinion on those unholy outbursts.
Well, that's
The
beautiful.
growths on the cadavers look post-mortem, probably organic viral transmitters.
Alright, here we go.
That the pustules are
Look at this guy.
gaseous
Look at this guy.
to hasten up
It's
the
a Nurgle Halbert. Halbert? It's actually hitting us pretty hard. Those Nurgle Halberts are pretty nasty. Of course, then again, losing all of my drones does not help either. It's always a good thing to have all your,
You have secured the first key location. A small victory, but a victory nonetheless.
Alright.
That's exactly what our soldiers need in this situation.
Yeah, we need the victories. We need to destroy everything. Whatever gets us the most money, gear, equipment, and troops for this army. Look at this army. They're a beautiful army. They're such a beautiful army. Oh, wow. How did he end up there? I have no clue. No clue at all. That's what's holding him up. Better dude back here. Alright. So let's pick a direction. Let's go this way. Worst thing that happens if the backtrack. It's really not that big of a deal. Got those mines!
The plague is indeed the result of an artificially created mutagenic pathogen Nurgle.
Only a very powerful entity
There
of
we go.
chaos is capable of creating something like that.
The analysis of the pattern
Very
verified
nice.
the outbreak originated from a specific location in this lower hive.
Send me the coordinates. First, we need to purge this area. Otherwise, this hive is...
Beautiful. Beautiful. Alright, grab the defense module, grab the gear from this chest. Alright, and there's one more chest over here. We'll definitely kill these guys off. Take their chest. Because that's gonna be awesome. That is awesome as that's happening. But it is at least useful. There we go. And the normal costumes aren't really that. Look at how many hit points. They die pretty quick. And we get troops pretty readily, so. I might have to actually worry about getting some supplies. I want to use my grenades a lot. Which might be necessary early on. So there is always that, and that's always a possibility. Really?
Activation sounds initialized.
There was a node there. And I didn't get a chance to use it. That's nice. Ooh, artillery strike. Take that.
You are doing the Emperor's work, Inquisitor.
Yeah, unfortunately, the Emperor is out of town right now, so we'll have to do it for him. Not a big deal. This Fist of the Prophet is not going to live very long.
This wretch was more than a simple grunt. It was something that could tell me more. The entity that orchestrated this outbreak might still be on this world.
Perhaps we should evaluate the option to capture it alive, Inquisitor.
Always on the hunt for forbidden knowledge, right, Margos?
Yeah, no, it's dead. There we go. Ooh, another blue item. I got one more node of interest. Get back here. I need to take you out. I got this postule over here. And they can have the orbital strike. So anything else we've got over here? Money, money, money? Money? Yes, money. Okay. We spawn everybody. Because we do want to make sure we can respawn everybody. We do need... Yeah, it may not be a lot, but we do need it. Right, this guy's going down.
I will return to the ship before heading into the bowels of the city.
May I remind you that as long
And there's a
as
few
the
extra kills for
remains
you off that.
virulent in the host population, your achievement will be temporary.
When I burn out the source of this blasphemous plague,
Alright, we're good.
Mechanicus can deal with the survivors.
That looks like a nasty little poochie. Let's go die to him for a while. That might be fun. I don't know if I really want to do that, but then I'd be out hitting. Oh yeah, levels. Alright. Let's go ahead and do that. Look at our passive skill tree, active skill trees are not really important at the moment. And now we're just looking at our damage. At some point, talk to Malediction. Helps to talk to them. The lady that matters.
I've analyzed.
True.
Alright, there we go. Now talk to Pariah.
The time has come.
Do the Puritan choice or the radical choice? Let's go
The powers
Puritan.
that save our blessed Imperium from the forces.
I don't think I've gone a full Puritan route yet. Which is not necessarily a bad idea. I know I've gone a full on the other side. You might have missing X. I'm not really worried about anything at this point. Because all of our gear that we're getting right now is all trash. Nothing's useful, nothing's good. There's really no point to any of it. At this point. Now, when we get to where we start getting the gold drops, that's when we start caring. We start getting closer to that area. And honestly, you kind of want to not do like the last mission for prophecy, if you can,
You are approaching the site
before you get to a higher level, because you're gonna get really good. You're gonna get like several gold drops for finishing the main story. And why is it that? Oh, that's right. I have more constructs right now. It's because I got an alpha axe.
I don't even know what I should do.
Just do whatever you have already done several times when you tried to protect yourself.
It's a beautiful thing. Now, I don't have like the buffs into my pets. And I think my next set of buffs is probably going to be into my health. Because We don't have a lot of hit points right now. I don't have a lot of defense. So I'm thinking upping my hit points might be a good idea. And last time I was playing, when I finished the main storyline, I got it's either an alpha or beta axe that was legendary, and it was an amazing piece of equipment. I still prefer the voltaic axe though. Health? Health? Come on. Regen. Regen my shield and my health bar, please. No, I got caught in that one of those. One of those stinking clouds. I don't have a ranged weapon right now. So, my pets have ranged weapons, but I don't have a ranged weapon.
Regarding your uncertainties, I wonder why Uther Tiberius didn't
So I
train
kind of have to
Uther was a
work
genius,
through.
but also a terrible man.
Without having the AoE,
It helps.
that doesn't help
I'm
either.
inclined to avoid his mistakes.
It helps a little. Yes.
Is that explosive effect is new. However, I always forget that in this setup I do actually have the shield. So there is that. There's a beacon over there. Let's get rid of that. So we need to go to that corner. To that corner, probably the best solution is to go this way, maybe? Oh look! Mines. So the question is, why am I setting off the mines? Well, there's no achievement for that.
Inquisitor, it was a bold choice to bring me here. Has it occurred to you that maybe you are the one who should be afraid of me?
Are you threatening me?
I'm just
Nope,
pointing out
we're
the
good.
fact that I have no control over my abilities. That's all.
Not pretty good. Yeah, that's beautiful. Alright. Force field manifolds. Faster modules. Radium carbides. Got it. All good stuff. Now, getting rid of this guy is gonna be a pain in the butt. It's alright. Grab that, grab that. Like I said, I do prefer the Volt Axe because of the AoE effect. But right now, an alpha's perfectly fine. Yay, look at all those monsters.
It is time. Unleash your powers on the Horde.
Are you sure you want me
Yes,
to do this?
let him go.
This is your primary function. Should you fail to comply, you will probably die.
It is
Yes,
too much.
kill them all.
Don't know if I can control it.
We
Yes,
don't.
I can do this.
Yes, you can. Thank you. And she's out cold.
Initial test phase completed. Subject's potential is remarkable. But control remains unstable. Tech Priest, I need her back on the ship now.
Experiencing recurring calibration problems.
Of course we are.
Anomalies combined with the subject's distortion field are hindering return teleportation.
This
Of
situation
course.
is extremely unsafe for her.
Correct. Sensors indicate large hostile forces inbound.
I'm wanting the assistance of
Wave
your
rounds.
Starfleet Sergeant. You can revert the teleporterium sequence, I presume.
Yay, give us some people.
No one will withstand my
There we go.
righteous
Beautiful.
Try to keep your head clear, Thor, and focus on the protection of the Alpha Pariah.
Yes, please.
Survival is paramount.
Rest assured, not a single abomination will live long enough to get to her.
Oh, good. I like him. He's fun. He's probably one of the more entertaining characters you can have as a companion. Look at that guy.
Tech Priest, why haven't you evacuated the Alpha Pariah yet?
Wait.
Calibrating teleporterium sequences. Chance of failure calculated unacceptable. Suggestion. Nullify the source of Imperium fluctuations.
That was hardly a revelation. Find a solution.
Yeah, not a revelation. Not a given. Kind of a given that we need to do that. There we go. Not so sure about this.
Tell me, Inquisitor, is this young woman really worth all this trouble?
We hope so.
Need any excuse to kill the filth? Just wondering.
She's an Imperial citizen.
Not that I need an excuse to kill him. I love it.
Is also a pariah, and I just can't help feeling instant deep revulsion when I'm around her.
That's fine.
Natural powers.
She can destroy Daedalus, Thor. The galaxy is burning. Those powers are the most valuable assets we have ever had against the ruins.
Nice. Get all the items. Just have to burn through these guys. Because they're annoying. There's a lot of them. And these rogue Astartes are not useful. Beta Cleaver. I don't think I've seen that before. Oh, I died! Okay, why did I die? Oh, I got caught in a stupid blah 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 field. Get everything down here. So this side.
Complete. Estimated chances of successful teleportation are currently at 95%.
Run me the worst case scenario for the Astartes and the Alpha Pariah.
Their physical bodies will disintegrate. Regarding the spiritual component, you can access reference material flagged as unconfirmed.
Find the
Nice.
chances suboptimal, but acceptable.
We'll go with it. Considering all things involved. Yeah, we'll just go with what we got. Alright, next up. Let's try not to die. This time. Fortunately, the health bar, as it stands, does not last very long when you're in the middle of one of those toxic fields. So you gotta kind of keep that in mind. Shields go down pretty quick. Health goes down pretty quick. So, always gotta remember that.
Ignition sounds initialized.
Come on.
Defense mechanism activated.
There we go. Now we're in a better state. There's that Chaos Marine. Careful. Grab the clue. Grab the clue.
This is no.
There. Now I've got another Chaos Marine over here. It's no dread. Doesn't want to get him anyway. Alright, that was beautiful. Flamethrower survived them. That's cool. So now what do we got here? What's left? Oh, an Urgle bomb.
I find your dedication to a decaying emperor most commendable.
Let's watch our health this time. Put our shield up. Now he's getting away.
Fabius Bile.
Alright. That was sucky. I didn't get a chance to even get out of the way of that one.
You set me up, Inquisitor. What's worse,
It spawned on top of me.
the important Imperium.
And then spawned all those attacks on top of me. That was rude.
Indignation. My
I'm just glad that, those types of attacks, those types of deaths don't matter. Alright, get us out of here. In other missions, you're limited to the number of times you can die. But in the story missions, you can die as many times as you have to. So, that's fine. And it doesn't really count towards anything if you die or live. Alright, I review. Now, we need to do our inventory check. You always do this after every fight because, frankly, it's just saner that way. It's easier to make sure you have the best equipment on. And since at this point in the campaign, anything that you get in every single mission, you're gonna have like a couple of upgraded pieces. So. It's well, this one here is down one, but it only has the one effect. It has the chain lightning. It doesn't have both the chain lightning and the slam. That's interesting. But it does have gain health on hit. So we're actually going to use that one. The down status is not significant. Oh. Yeah, like 2 machine guns sparks off something. Interesting.
Inquisitor.
That's interesting. Didn't realize I had gotten those. Let's see. So what we got here? Oh, Chaos Thorn. Oops. Hold on. Gotta have the cows first. I missed that part. There it is. Stock Amish on. Oh, I forgot to put the, silly says I forgot to put the health on. Health or defense? Let's go with health. Let's just go with pure health.
I'm beginning to appreciate the persistence of these Dark Elder. They give me ample opportunity to strike fear into their rot.
So let's do the health
The
tree.
cavalry reached section Theta 7, so they will have to cut through here on their way to the vaults.
Well, they can try. There is a maintenance hole ahead. We could take up defensive positions there.
Do that. Having maximum health regen and upping the health tree is always a good play. Never a bad thing. Look at those little black creatures. These guys are pretty cool looking. What do they have to say about all of the different opponents in this game?
I'm attempting to play
They're all interesting. All the opponents look interesting. There aren't like a bunch of damage types. There's enough to be useful, but not enough to make it complicated. I like the extra, regeneration and heal on hit and stuff. Makes our life so much easier.
I have purged my fair share of foul Xenos, but I haven't encountered such twisted creatures.
Those were the Haymons.
Yeah.
And had a chance to study these abominations as they seldom leave their dark city. They are insane flesh sculptors and depraved torturers. These most foul.
I need to backtrack. Because this is where we're supposed to be. Oh, excuse me. Alright. These abominations. Absolute abominations. Yay, level up. I love it.
Here! Kill every last one of the filthy vermin that breaks through the doors.
That'll be fine. Look at that health. They got shields and then they have health on top of that. It's kind of interesting when the enemies have shields. But it's okay. Doesn't really matter. In the end, yeah, chew through them and call it a day. We have one wave left.
That was an almost admirable display of cruelty and destruction from inferior creature. I wish I
There
had
we
time
go.
to shape you into a more suitable form.
There goes Zorn. But there's Zorn die.
Stark is the most dreadful marauder in these systems, but he is not my master.
Oh look, we actually had minefield crap. Didn't realize we had those down there. Grab the credits. There's still two more over here. Not for long though,
We are done
with the minefield.
But where is the leader? I want to tear that cowardly worm apart.
The dreadful
That's
world of
beautiful. Minefields are great. I think there's an orbital strike. Nope, call it Stardust. Oh, beautiful. We'll save that. So, with that, we can call more starters. I think I'll save that to when we have like, more bosses show up. Because the rest of these aren't going to be very time consuming to kill off. I've got to kill everything. But we do want to make sure we can do things effectively. Even with all of that regen, yeah. There we go. Yeah, I'm going to pull these starting. Because it just makes our lives easier when we have guns.
My sacred duty is to eradicate these Drukhari torturers from this sector.
There we
Your
go.
sacred duty is to obey my commands, but I appreciate your passion.
Yeah. I appreciate your passion to destroy all these monstrosities. We'll take care of the, your disobedience later. But right now, let's kill everybody. Let's see now. I'm down to 1 Astarte. Really? That is horrible. Because it summoned like 3. It's horrible that we're down to like 1. What is that monstrosity? Ow. That's a Talos. I think this is a case that goes to show that I really should have a gun on hand. Even if it isn't a very good one. At least I can get my defenses up anyway. And that's part of the problem. Is like I've got more health. I don't have like
The
defenses.
Drukhari should have avoided this ship. Now they will learn their lesson.
It's fine though. Because my next round of level ups, I'll just put it into defense. It's not a big deal. Thankfully, that's the advantage of, leveling up quickly. As each time I get back to the ship to do levels, I can easily adjust where I'm short, where I'm weak. Whether it's on me, it's on my constructs. On my constructs, they can use more defenses. Pure and simple. They can use more health. But right now, that's not really important. Right now, my personal survival is way more important. Now, I could level up faster if I cleared every monster and every board. But there's plenty of time later on in order to do just that. And there's plenty of adventures later on where we can just strip farm missions for experience. So, However, that carbine might be effective. So, hold on a second. Let me... So this one gains 7.9 health on hit. This one gains health on hit and hit points on kill. Interesting. I think I want to do that though. Hold on. Check my guns. Yeah, I like the laser one. Heat damage bonus. No. There's a little more damage. Yeah, let's do that. Always a good sign when things go up in level quickly. There we go. Sure. Yes, please. Not worried about this one going up in level. But just kind of like baselining him a little bit. So we've got let's see, what do we have for weapons? Check out this plasma cannon here.
Look at these sadistic wretches. They are a blight upon this galaxy. A diminishing blight.
Oh yeah, definitely diminishing. They're definitely dying. Nice and easy. Always a beautiful sight. Watching things die. There we go. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Nice. Nice. So we're down to just a few sections left, which is good. And then we'll move on to the next mission. We got this little section down here. And then we have oh, chest. Sweet. Anything good? Probably not. But it's okay. That'd be nice if we could get something good, yeah, really good and high level and really powerful early on. That would be nice. However, it is not likely to be a thing. So, we go with what we got. And we'll see what we can get later.
No.
And there's not...
You should have fled again when I killed your precious torturers.
They were
There we go.
precious.
It's fine.
Was it worth it?
Your small-mindedness is astonishing, wretched creature. But what will you know? How did they know about the Alpha Pariah?
Doesn't matter how they know, they know. They know about the Alpha Pariah, but we don't care. Right. That's it. We're on that mission. Get us back to the headquarters, and we will migrate onward. So yes, we're moving forward. It's slow, but it's okay. And we're leveling up nice and quick. I didn't say that. We are leveling up nice and quick. Give me the defense tree. Do that. And then choose a new perk. Max health regeneration. Yeah, I like that one. Non-dot buff duration on enemies. Non-dot. Grenades, mines, banners gain 2 charges. Spy guys give extra charges. And do damage bonuses. That's actually an interesting perk. I'll mix this one and this one though. And your grenades will do an impressive amount of damage. It's always an option. Yeah. So we're working through the investigations here. There were 2 because we didn't scour everything. I did miss clues here and here. So that's the thing.
As per your...
Alright, next.
Inquisitor, how can this
Yeah, our next insane asylum, dude. They actually give good gear quests later on. But we're not to where they actually matter yet. We'll get there eventually. And like right now, because they're so low level, we really don't care about all these things. Now, some of these boosters and whatnot, rather than just selling them all off, if you get like good ones, you might want to keep those for later. You know, tag green purple ones or whatever. Because most items are just, you know, qualityed out later. You can just pretty much tank everything. If it's not really significantly worth it. But I am going to keep those. If they're purple, I'll keep them. Because they're, missed one. I might want those later. Alright. Next up. Yes, this one here. That works for me. Actually, I think the main story quest, I don't think you can miss the elements. I don't think you can. I think it's a guaranteed thing that you're going to get off eventually. I think. I don't know for sure though. I think that's how that works though. Alright. So we are... I don't know this mission. Vaguely.
Captain, this world is fighting off an Eldar invasion. The epicenter of this incursion is the Holy Archives of the Inquisition. Inquisitor Mercer, as the appointed guardian, must be here.
Something is causing severe interference in the target zone. We are trying, but the Argos are not functioning.
Distorting communication is a logical step. The Eldari must be behind the interference.
Yes. Yes, and we've changed axes again. It's just the way it works. We're always changing weapons. I don't worry about it. And I don't worry about it because there's just no point. At this level, you just want to get everything to the highest tier you can. It's the same. It's the best way to stay alive. It really is. Now the idea that the grenades and stuff would use the data instead. I don't know, that might be a useful thing. Especially if you want the data build. Where's the damn box? There we go. Now we've got everybody. And the whole gun thing. We'll take care of it. Because it's like dropping vessels.
This memory crystal might be of use later.
Ooh, look. Very nice. Incubator. That's a warlock. He's gonna die quickly. I did take out one of the missile launchers though, finally. But there's a chest. Nice. Good. Signum. Nothing really useful. I mean, sometimes you get really useful stuff. A lot of times you don't get much useful stuff, but, you know, it is what it is. And we're doing better on our health than we were previously. But we'll get there. But a little bit of defense. I mean, just putting some points into the defensive stats and a few points into the health stats is an amazing difference. And taking that health perk. That made a huge difference too.
Electro anomalies are emanating from an unidentified piece of Xenos technology located in a wave circuit.
That must be the source of it.
we're doing okay. Look at them all! I mean, that guy's trying to do damage to you, and he's not making it. That wave disorder, though.
Inquisitor, how
Beautiful.
nice of you to join me in this scuffle.
You have a knack for sending intriguing emergency messages. The Eldar attacked the Inquisitorial archives.
The Eldari
Hey,
seem
you
to
were
be
too
displaying great interest in certain documents.
The Eldar brought an entire army just for some records.
Well, you can't really blame them for enthusiastics. Feel free to blame them for anything else, though.
Or are they trying to find some highly classified material?
I like that side.
You have my full cooperation, but how about helping me out first? I've never been one for grand heroics, but soon I'll be out of options.
I have your location now. On my way.
Can't blame him for grand theatrics, but can blame him for everything else. Yeah, I like that. They're destroying the planet. There's wind riders there. The blueprints, I love blueprints.
Tell me, how does an Ordo Xenos agent end up guarding the archives on a backwater world?
I'm supervising the rituals of preservation for classified data.
So, we have been reprimanded. Why?
If I recall Lord Maldor's exact words, for being a reckless idiot who needs to learn the merits of patience. Alas, the rest is classified.
Inquisitors cap the Eldari are using their webway gate to move in their forces.
My professional advice would be to blow it to cinders, but it's your call, obviously.
Obviously.
The logical solution is clearly the destruction of the gate here.
My apologies, Inquisitor. Sarcasm is my curse and blessing.
Alright. Carry that webway gate. My pets are not the best pets in the world right now. We'll level them up
The
soon,
gate has been destroyed.
I'm
and they'll be much better.
no reinforcements for a while then.
And that's the important part. That we'll get them leveled up. It might take a little bit, but we'll get them leveled up. Once we get them leveled up, they'll be good. It's a beautiful thing. But as always, you gotta work through the small stuff.
I have located and secured the entrance to the archives.
Feel free to visit me in my humble abode, then.
I will join you shortly, Inquisitor Mercer.
By all means. I don't want to...
Alright. So back to the ship, clean off. And then we'll go down and see Mercer. And see what he has to say. Because that's really the important part. It's not about us, it's not about them, it's about getting through us. I love those horns though, man. Those horns gotta weigh him more than his whole body. Alright, there we go. Now, passives. We have 3 defense points. So 1, 2, 3. Character. I've got 2 points there, not really useful. Let's see now. What do we have here? Anything good? Yeah, go ahead and put that on. I'm not really worried about the other weapon. Go ahead and learn that. Blueprints are always a good thing to learn when you find them. Alright.
Inquisitor. I am Inquisitor Helena.
Alright, there we go. Next Inquisitor. As our Inquisitor family starts to grow. It's always important to have a good, stable Inquisitor family. But no, we're moving through the story quests pretty quick now. I don't know if it's because I've done it before, so I'm not like listening to all the story events like I would normally do. Because we did that last weekend. And since this particular mission,
I'm afraid I'm fresh out of Hammer's second cigars. But I have a new Aldari contingent moving in for all your entertainment needs.
These Eldar seem really persistent. It is time to combine our forces.
My thoughts exactly.
he's out of cigars, but we have entertainment by the badass. Got it. Well, at least he provides entertainment. I guess. See that story element. I don't know, like I said, I'm not worried about the story elements. Right now we're just trying to get through the story so that we can get to the new content for the season. Drop. Oh, okay. Because the content for the season, and most of it's like cosmetics and stuff, which is normal. But, you know, it's nice to be able to go after the account content when you play these games.
We are in time. The turrets are still operational.
That's a relief. Considering my history with the Conclave, I wouldn't want to have to explain the destruction of the data vault to them.
I'm still baffled as to why the Eldar dedicated such efforts to invading this place.
They must think that they'll find something here they can use to save their craft world. You must not forget that the Aldari are a dying race, clinging to every shred of hope.
You are demonstrating almost alarming levels of empathy.
Alarming levels of empathy. The fact that he didn't refute it, I find that interesting. He didn't, you know, try and deny.
I don't know about you, but I could do with a stiff drink right now.
You seem quite flamboyant for an agent of the Holy Orders.
What can I say? I have spent decades in disguise as the rogue trader captain of the good ship Storm Skipper. And certain things will rub off.
What exactly? Navigational skills?
I'm quite proud of my meticulous paperwork. And I can always find a great inn in any void port.
There we go. Oh my gosh, look at all that mess. That was a lot of chaos. Glad I stepped back a little bit. Even though it wasn't intentional.
I wish to report for duty. We must defend the sacred archives from the Xenos.
Your private
The Xenos don't matter.
change, Sergeant. You must protect the Alpha Pariah.
With all due respect, Inquisitor, I feel that we are wasting my potential here.
Nope, you've got a job. And you are very important. You're very necessary on that job. Even though it's really not necessary. Because in reality, the only time we have to defend the pariah, I'm with you. So, it's kind of counterproductive. But it's okay. Well, I guess I'll go kill that now. Yeah, I wasn't going to kill that, but since my pets decided that it needed to die, I'll go ahead. Because that's always a good thing to do. Let the pets do the job, and then go in and do it. This Wraith might just want to die. Yeah, I'm not doing a lot of damage to him, but it's okay. And what we really need is better packs. But it's okay. I mean, we'll get it later on. We'll settle into a DPS pattern.
So this is their target. This data vault stores classified inquisitorial records. Judging by the classification entries, the dossier on the Martyr investigation could also be here.
The Elder must have been trying to locate the Martyr.
I'd rather put it differently. They have been, definitely, after the Alpha Pariah.
A valid theory. The traits make her capable of cleansing an infested craft.
Absolutely. Therefore, they will not retreat until their Farseer is dead.
Yeah, let's go the Farseer. Take the buffs we can get. Because, you know, that's important. And we'll move on. It's a fairly easy process. Once we get out of like the story elements, we'll be able to move forward and do some stuff. There it goes. Here you go, Abe. Is there a chest here? There might be. Let's see if there's a chest before I leave. Yeah, there is. It's common enough that you want to check for chests before you leave. When you're in those types of rooms. In the open world or whatever, not so much. But when you're in those types of rooms, I always want to check for chests because oftentimes you'll find something. Now, is it useful? Tends to not be. But, you know, you go with what you got. Yeah, I don't do that. So let's see, anything good here? Yes. Anything good? Yeah, that one. As I said, I'm just, you know, doing, you know, basic quality upgrades. I'm not really worried about, anything other than that. Because we're still a level, it doesn't matter. Okay, go to the next station. Oh, there's level 15 hunt here. Let's do this one. The boss hunt, level 15. We can use some cards. What do we have for cards? Let's see. Reward bonus, 70%. Gain chance to get a duplicate item for each one. Reward pool. Increased chance of getting high quality items. Yeah, let's do that. Oh. I can't use that card. Oh, it's because I'm not, it's not my level. It's level 15, I'm level 22, so I can't use that one on this, on my, so the best thing to do Psalm code might be good. Or might be good. Influential war might be good. Archaeotech shards. I think we'll go with Psalm code. Yes, here's this one. I'm looking for the ones that let us get relics. If this thing gives us a relic, so we'll take that. And then for our other one, experience bonus. Tarot cards. And seals. That might be okay. Getting some more tarot cards. No, we'll do this though. So that gives us, 2 cards that give us chances of relics. Which is probably the best we can ask for. Yeah, 200% bonus on items and drops and rewards. And then 2 chances to get a relic. Since that's what we really need right now.
The web of heresy and corruption is spun by powerful beings and perverted minds. Hunt their leaders, and this
Now granted, it's not like we really need. If we get a relic now, I don't know how useful it'll be. Level 22. So if we get a relic now, it should be good for, I'd say until we're in the 30s or 40s at least. So. And that's the big thing. So when you get them, you want to get them so that they're going to be useful later on. So what we gotta do is we gotta clear these 3 points. Is there an efficiency pattern? Sure there is. Let's go this way. There we go. There's always an efficiency pattern. In most cases, it doesn't matter. Like in this case, we just have to get all 3 points cleared. So it doesn't matter which way we go. We're going to get to all 3 of them eventually. And it's, level 15, so it's below our level. So the chance of us dying is relatively low, to be honest. Until we hit these rooms. Then we might have a decent chance of dying. You hit a boss room. But this guy's by himself, so I don't see a problem here. This is gonna be an easy win.
is eternal.
There we go. Like I said, we do have the chance of that high rarity item. I'm hoping to get a legendary item out of this, but there's no guarantee. And I don't really care which one we get, which item we get. And there are better items. There are some items that are better than others. Like getting legendary defense armor is obviously more ideal than getting like the legendary seal or a grenade. A legendary grenade is not necessarily the best thing that you want to get right away. It seems like a waste of a legendary. Now, granted, if it's a good grenade, sure. But I'd rather get, you know, something that's going to give me, you know, better stay on the field. Whether it's a weapon or armor or a stat boost or something. That's what I prefer. There we go. It's not gonna last very long. Not like that.
Damnation is eternal.
Alright. Yeah. Mechanicus. My little minions. Grab the last of the chest. Some intel, that's good for later. Don't use those. Save those for, you know, when you've gotten to much later in the game. Because they create level specific ones. And it's based on the level you are when you open it. Not, you know, a preset like this is for level 1 to 10, this is for level 10 to 20 or whatever. So, hold those until you're actually at the point at which you want to do intel missions. And then you can sit there and do those, and they're great for picking up experience in here. Which though is a good thing. Give everybody a little bit of friend. Ooh. Blueprint for a neural mat. That might be useful. Alright, let's go ahead and let ourselves rest. And while we're doing that, respawn. I like doing this particular class because it generates a lot of damage with the pets. It doesn't have to rely on other factors. Like focusing on
You've set a
weapon
fine
upgrades.
example for their kind, Inquisitor.
You know, you don't have to have weapon upgrades show up in order for you to be effective. So there's only that one little section left. I'm gonna go ahead and clear it. So there's only a few guys left. Might be, you know, just gotta be a couple of these wish points, whatever. They're good for experience. And it's good for items. But you know, you want to sit there and try and get all the not necessarily experience you can. But when you've got these missions that have the chance of doing getting the extra items out of it, sometimes you want to go ahead and actually do it. And actually finish off all the items. Because anything can drop. A legendary item. I've seen trash mobs do it. That's not common. Normally it's an elite. Or an end boss. But, you know, trash mobs can drop. Yeah, they can drop, thank you. so that's that. Let's go here. Our final score will be reasonable because of the bonuses we had. We'll see. I thought we just have to wait and see. Okay, now. Kill 100 berries. Critical hits. Do a thing, do a thing, do a thing. Alright, so. We've got, what did we get? We got the Stun Mine of Dread. Was our Ancient Wrath we picked up. Alright, so it's item level 19, which is good. Complete missions at at least 4 level higher. Kill villain creatures on your level or higher. Apply debuffs to enemies. Deal damage. And those are alright. Okay. Being that that's gonna be probably a good item to use. Blueprint. We'll see. We'll see if that actually comes out to be a good item. I'll stay with Mechanicus. Thanks. 1 point isn't worth it. The intel we're gonna put in storage. And the rest of this doesn't matter, so I think that's right. After that, we're good. Sell off all the garbage. And if we don't like it, we can always recycle it. We can always recycle the item if we don't like it. So what it wants us to do is like 4 levels or higher. So like up here in the impossible range. I don't know if we'll be able to do that. Maybe when we get, really high. We start getting to like having most of our gear legendary. That might be possible.
Careful down there, Inquisitor. The world is crawling with tyrannids.
My main concern is not those Xenos, but another one in particular. Are you certain that the Harlequin will be here?
I am, as much as one can be, certain about Harlequins. But I know her, and I'm confident you'll meet her.
It is surprisingly quiet at the moment.
The tyrannids are hibernating, but trust me, your arrival will stir them up mightily.
A precise and surgical strike is what I need now. Send me the coordinates of the Harlequin.
There are 3 webway gates in the area.
Only 3 hits.
Could be near any of them.
I'm still perplexed by the ferociousness of the Tyranids without their hive fleet.
It is remarkable. The Xenos recognize the futility of a full-scale invasion and use the available biomass to infect as many planets as they could.
Still, eventually they were purged by the Imperium.
Not entirely.
Nope.
After the Tyranids had scattered their forces, isolated diaspores were able to survive eradication, mostly on the more backwater planets.
And planets like this are then infected and infested within hours.
Sending beyond contact with the enemy.
The combat statistics of the Order seem to confirm.
Inquisitor, I have troubling news. Judging by the Argo reconnaissance, the entire area is showing Tyranid activity on an immense scale.
You think?
The chances of success
Of course there's an immense level of Tyranids.
invasion on this scale are minuscule.
May I make a proposal? We have already engaged the services of a certain Sicaridoc, the pilot of the fearsome Imperial Knight called Crimson Wanderer, in cases just like this.
I find you
Ooh, that
Captain.
was painful.
This knight could be anywhere in the sector.
Do that. We'll get him. We'll go find our Crimson Knight. We'll find the Crimson Knight, and he will be useful. We'll use him later on several times. That was a nasty boss, though. Kinda tore us up.
I really
Alright.
say this, Inquisitor Mercer, but considering the fate of this world, I'm beginning to understand why you treat the Eldari as potential allies.
We fear the alien, and for a very good reason. Sometimes you need.
There we go, now it's
Some
done.
of them are waging the same hopeless war for existence in a hostile galaxy that we are.
That's something I can give credit for. This series of games isn't always what you hear in some media. Like, most of the media is like the Imperium versus the galaxy with zero leeway. Absolutely none. You know, it's all of our troops versus all of theirs, and we don't care if there could be
Now I'm beginning to see why the threat of the Ice
alliances or whatever.
led the Adeptus Mechanicus to order exterminators.
Yes, that
But it is something.
The current situation proves
At least there's some in the Imperium that understand.
proves that this particular hive mind acted like a highly intelligent being and used cold logic.
You know, that using the different statuses can actually work towards a goal with some of the other Xenos races. Now, granted, once the threat has been quelled, annihilation is definitely an option. You work through them, make them happy, but, you know, just obliterate them afterward, and that's okay. You know, I'm definitely fine with that. But if you can use them to your advantage, like use the Eldari to help eradicate one of the more plague races, like the Nurgles or the Nurgle Plague Worlds or whatever, then yeah, I say go for it. Alright, so we have a few passive points. I want to do health, defense. Let's do a little more resistance. I'll probably max out the defense tree, and I'll probably max out the melee combat tree. I don't know if I'm going to do any others, though. We're doing okay. Force mastery. Constructs. Alright, so that's if we decide to go construct. Which isn't a bad idea. So let me see here. We have anything here that's worth saving that one. And then anything here that's worth upgrading. The thing about legendaries, they're always high level. This game didn't play when it came to legendaries. Unlike a lot of games in the Diablo lane, where they just played with legendaries. You know, they didn't follow them, they just kind of ignored them. They didn't believe that you really needed to work on them. Can I change that to something else? Yeah, give me that one. Okay, we're already on those guns. those. Actually, that one's on. Got the Botanic Axe on. What do we have here? That's the offensive one. Defensive turret. Gives supreme damage reduction. Rapidly heal single unit. Let's use the damage reduction unit. I don't have any equipment modules that I can deploy. I got a couple over here. Hold on. So let's put in physical damage bonus. Do I have electrical damage bonus? Damage bonus if construct is equipped with a Castellan wrap. Options, which one? This is the Kaplan. Sick visor, sick visor. Which was the Castellan? The Castellan's the last one. Okay. Don't care about that then. Heat resist, damage resist, chance to knock back on hit. Let's see what else we have here. Knock back on hit. Life drain for ranged skills. Well, not that guy. That's a Castellan. That's a Castellan. What's this one? Because he's using the AoE axe. So definitely do that. Let's go ahead and just level that up a bit. And then we'll give him the damage reduction. These guys get them this one. Level this up. It's not, you know, the best way to do it, but, you know. Let's give these guys the shield regeneration and upgrade that gun for them. And that works. Now we have, the guys have been upgraded.
I have good news.
Don't care about your story. We have, what's this now? Season. I have no points. Yay. You gotta get past the events. You gotta get to the event stuff. We're not quite there yet. We'll get there tomorrow. We'll definitely get there tomorrow.
Another heroic.
Alright.
I know your retinue well, Inquisitor, but I haven't had the pleasure of fighting for you yet. But the Crimson Wanderer,
And we'll get there.
magnificent relic of our glorious past, is now on its way to strike down the
Yes.
unclean and the corrupted.
Ah, okay. This relic is beautiful. It is one of my favorite weapons in this game.
I must warn you, Knight, that the vaporous discharge you have entered is of an extremely corrosive nature.
A mere whiff of foul xenos stench cannot harm my glorious war machine.
Quite the contrary, the acidic fog can significantly damage the plating of your knight.
Blast! Full speed ahead!
I like this guy. Like, so what? They throw acid. We just plow through anyway. throw acid at me, it's fine. I ain't giving up. I will still destroy them, even if they do want to throw acid at me. If they throw acid, I don't care. This one. It just squishes them all. I love it. I love this, like, it just squishes everything. Just like squish, 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 squish. Don't care. I mean, you can sit there and just go through here. Just destroy everything.
Will this unholy tide ever subside? The Wanderer is wading knee-deep in their corpses, and still they fight.
I feel your frustration, pilot. I have fought the Tyranids only once. Rest assured, of all the filth in the galaxy, I hate those abominations most fiercely.
Yes, those abominations. They really are abominations, though. Because the Tyranids just feed on everything that is, you know, organic. So you have to kind of like take into consideration that they'll turn a planet into molten slag.
I forsook my house and became a free blade a very long time ago. For reasons I cannot discuss, as I am bound by an oath of secrecy. I hope you understand.
Oh yeah, we're fine. As long as you kill for us, we're good. We're not worried about it as long as you kill for us.
I live for the clangor of battle. I am a solitary wanderer, Inquisitor, drawn to the darkest pits of hell by the flames of war and the cries of the innocent. I am glad to assist the Holy Order, and that is exactly how I met the Inquisitor,
Yes.
who formerly led the noble company on your ship for a while.
Nice, nice, nice. So still need to purge the infestation. I don't think there's any specific location. No, just kill a bunch of guys. That's pretty much it. At this point, we just gotta kill a bunch of them. Decimation. Alright. Nice, nice. We're almost there. So the downside is they don't tell you how many you need to kill. You get a percentage of what needs to be done, and then you finally get that, where it tells you who's left and where. And if you do a complete sweep of the world as you're going, then you don't have to worry about it too much.
The Squire Skulls are reporting new activity. The massacre has drawn out the Synapse creature as expected.
Alright,
Experience in Xenos matters.
time to kill the Synapse, which is the center of the world, center of the map. Very nice. I don't mind playing with this guy's, his knight. And you bring him out during this particular storyline for a couple of jousts, as they call them.
Abomination! Would Wanderer has fulfilled its sacred duty.
Yes.
The area has been cleared. The machine spirit of my knight will need some soothing psalms after all this taint. You are free
Yes.
to proceed to the ancient shrine you seek, Inquisitor.
Yes, we have killed everybody, and we can send the knight to the prayer garden so it can be healed with the psalms and the gentle touches of our friends. Now we get nothing here, unfortunately. Whenever you have that thing out, you don't get loot, which is a bit of a shame. It's a shame because you don't get loot when you take out the Crimson Guardian. However, it's fun. So I'm okay with that as long as it's fun. And it is fun to play with.
Inquisitor, may I remind you that you have only gained temporary respite by eliminating the synapse creature. The Tyranids are still unorganized.
It's fine.
But soon, another organism will replace the original synapse creature.
I've no
It's
time to
fine.
lose them. I must locate that Eldari shrine immediately.
And so the story actually isn't very long. Thankfully. I like that the leveling is high though. The experience gains are really high. Actually higher than I was expecting. So, that's good. That's a whole bunch of mines. This way. Yeah, that's what it was. Well, they usually detonate like instantly, so I didn't realize it was mines. That was an AoE. It's fine. I have mines. Where'd he go? I don't know where that boss went. It teleported on me. Or phased. I don't know, it might have phased. Because they have the transmat ability. They also have the phasing ability. And the phase shift is a little different than the transmat, but you know. There's the memory crystal.
The memory crystal, which has survived in exterminators. Remarkable.
Bioscan.
I'm expecting significant increase in their coordination and resistance levels.
I want to find that purple one. Is that elite boss guy? That purple skull. There's a high level elite. There it is. Has a good chance of dropping legendary gear.
You are closing in on a shrine. The architectural components of the nearby ruins are consistent with our records on spiritual Aldari structures.
I'm convinced that it has become the lair of something much more materialistic.
Yeah, it has. And we'll kill it. Now we are short on mines, though. You can have those guys. I know. Y'all can kill it off, and I'll just back off and heal. I like those beam guys, but mixing up your damage types and mixing up your damage facilities is nice. It's a good idea.
Act in this grand.
Okay, so we're going to continue down
Are you willing to cooperate?
Puritan line. It's definitely what we're going to do this time around. Alright.
Promised.
She's good.
Ranks as a highly improbable scenario, yet with the optimal outcome.
It's fun. Alright, we got our clues, we got our status, we got our money and our experience. So we got here. I'm not really worried about getting like all the elites or whatever that are possibly in the area. There's way better ways to get that kind of stuff later on. Alright, so here we go. I'm not worried about that. I think we need more defense. Or we need more regeneration. We can add maximum health. Is there another one of the maximum suppression, maximum hit points? Regenerate biotics. Kind of go this way. Got 4 points. Now what's this? What's she give me here? Here gives me energy shield efficiency. Kind of like that. So let's go ahead and do that. Take our energy shield efficiency for now. Let's can change it later. Hold on, let me see what's something good here. Isn't that this one? Pelosi? Yeah. The rest of these, not really very useful. Alright. Now, anything you do that's actually useful. Doesn't look like it. Alright. Good enough for me. Now we do have enough points here we could look at trying to craft something. But honestly, I don't think at this point crafting would be really useful. Now, modifying an item might be useful, to be honest. Oh, so we actually got our first perk here. 3 seconds of to fear duration. Okay, that's not bad. And we picked up a movement speed boost. Okay. So we'll see what the rest of these perks are. Let's see if it's really gonna be nice. So I gotta talk to this guy. And then we gotta talk to this one. And I think we're good. So we're starting to pick up here, like the Chaos Undivided is new. We now have that thread. Season of Malediction. Here we go. This is the one we care about. In order to, we need to do our agent objectives. Now our agent objectives here, reach level 20, check. Equip a relic item. Do we have a relic? Complete a random or DLC assignment at Astropath. Find Uther's tarot and complete 5 tarot missions. That's fine. We'll get there eventually. Learn your first blueprint. Craft an item. Any blueprint, that's fine. Enhance any item. Use a reroll enhancement crafting. We'll do these when we get a little higher up. Visit the Keeper of the Forge, Custodian Rebus. Complete an intel mission. Equip Artificer or better quality items in all equipment slots. Artificer, isn't it the purple ones? Collect 100 cortex fragments. What we're doing there. Kill warp-bound enemies. Kill smoldering enemies. Noxious. Open a cache of Malediction, which we'll get there. Use a consumable off item. Modify your Inquisitor's appearance. Modify your Inquisitor's inocular. Okay. So in order to get to heroic, we have to reach level 100. And a lot of these, I'm not really worried about until we, get closer to the end. So. But the first thing you want to really do is you want to do, here we go, here's a hunt. There's an 18 hunt, purple hunt, and a green hunt. Let's do the green hunt. What do we want to do though? I have no seals. But I do have these. I don't know. Grab influence. Yeah, heretic shards. Psalm codes. Let me see. Let's do the air attack this time. And then on this one, I'm gonna go for the same thing. I want the two that give me the relics. Because those will definitely allow us to upgrade faster. I know we have to deal with like heavy armored enemies and stuff like that, but we're higher than those levels anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Now doing it on level, that'd be different. So if you're on level doing that, then we would have more issues. But we're not on level.
Preying on the weak and using craven tricks against the defenders.
So we're okay.
Perhaps we should find their leaders and give them a fair share of their own medicine.
Oh my goodness. That's a lot of toxic. That's a lot of toxic. That's definitely gonna be an issue for us. That much toxicity. I do not have a lot of toxic resist. We're doing relying on the drones a lot for this mission, I think. Because of the high toxic nature. Alright. Let me see, do I have any passive? No, I don't. I don't have any. Alright, so we need to clear this point, that point, and that point. Looks like our best bet is to actually just go through it normally. There is no like loop. A lot of times it's like a loop that you can go through. And in this case there is not a loop, so it's a straight run through. You go through here, you go through that one, clear here, clear that, clear down here, clear that. And we'll get our stuff eventually. There we go. I just got a relic item off of a trash mob. It is a good day. No, that's a king, dude. There's another over there. Oh my goodness, that's nasty looking. I just gotta avoid all those puddles. That's the biggest issue, just avoiding the puddles. I'm not sure what that one is. Yeah, we gotta kill these guys. In order to get those. Just gotta get it through them. So we had 15 before, we just killed a couple of guys. Now we're up to 30.
No pity.
Okay, it's now up to 30. Now, I don't know what that's gonna give us, because we're not really getting them that fast. But it's okay. I would say there may not be enough in the whole dungeon, but there might be. It is a possibility. I don't know, we'll find out. I won't do a full sweep. Oof! Ouch! 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 Only because we want to make sure we can try and clear whatever the achievements are. And it's important to be able to clear the achievements. Alright, nice. Can I use that point? No, I can't. I use that point until after I leave the mission. It stinks. Oh. That's why I always like doing the defense tree and the offense tree first. You know, do enough of the offense tree to where you can do decent damage. And then you go through the defense tree so you have decent resists. And in the end, you end up with a stable character. But it takes like level 35, 40 or whatever before you're finally really stable. But you get there. And it's not a big deal. Now that affects this one. No. What was that? What did that do? We unlocked that. So, a better resist. Oh, that's good. An extra 4% resist. Now that actually turned out to be really a good one to pick up. Because we need the resist values. Now this points here, these 1500 points, whatever, you need to pick up, that's for one of the achievements in the season stuff. So it's important that we get that done. But we do have to work through everything. You know, and it's gonna take time to get that. That's not what we're gonna do in one mission. That's something gonna be like, you know, half a dozen or a dozen missions in order to clear that. Because while we're like a third of the way through this mission, we've gotten like 46. So I think we'll get like maybe 100 from each mission. So you have to do like what, 15 missions or whatever in order to get that completed. And that's fine. I mean, you just have to work your way through it. It's not a big deal. Oh, bloody bugger. Now, you could, in theory, use that teleport beacon as an exploit for that. So you could just sit there on that teleport beacon and farm.
Duty prevails.
You know, whatever comes out of it. So, that is an option. I'm not gonna do that while we're streaming. And I would find that incredibly boring to do that, even if I wasn't streaming. But, honestly, it might be faster to do that if it's spawning them on a regular basis. Until it stops spawning. So, yeah, there's definitely a viable method to that madness. And And it would be, potentially useful. Especially since it can spawn the creatures we need. There's always that option. Now we're not going to go for that. And that's not what we're going to go after. So, don't worry about that. But it is a viable option if you're looking for a nice way of being a little cheesy. If you're trying to be a little cheesy outside, that's the way to do it. Alright. Last room. And I think we'll be spawn everybody. Just because everybody's getting kind of weak. Now I'm going to try to avoid that other section down there where the target is. Until we've cleared out everybody else. That way we don't have as much trash mob trolling us. And really it's all the trash mobs. We get too much trash mob on the board, especially with all these excessive dots. That's what causes the worst effects. But it's okay. This scorpion creature ain't gonna last for long. Tell us. It's gonna die.
You severed the head. Now you can watch the body wander aimlessly until it withers and dies.
And we'll get our chest, because there's a green chest back here. Oh, I'm loving this big mission. Oh my goodness. That is glorious. Alright, absolutely glorious. So, what did we get? That is the question. Hopefully we got some good stuff. Alright, fine. So let's start with our 3 goals. First, we got a gold plasma gun, and it is completely unlocked. Which is amazing. So this one gives us a chance to kill and gain a charge. That's nice. Damage bonus for the las gun. Let's go up the translator. We don't have the translator deployed, but we could. Damage bonus for the plasma cannon on the caffeine destroyer, which we don't have yet. Chance to slow crit. That's fine. Damage bonus for all constructs against burning enemies. Yes, please. Equip. Now, this is the second one we got, the eye. Now, the eye is also completely unlocked, so that's also amazing. Has a 46% chance to slow in enraged state on hit. Has to slow in enraged state on hit. I'm not sure if I understand what that one does, but it sounds good. Damage bonus. Range damage bonus. So that goes with my gun. Doesn't go with my melee, but that's okay. Adds flux, adds melee damage for constructs. Yes, please. This one, my main implant is also fully unlocked, which is amazing. So we get 30% damage to blinded enemies. I don't know about that. Damage bonus for the auto gunshot skill of the side combustor. And then damage bonus for the grav cannon on the captain destroyer. Now the side combustor. We can work with that. Let's go ahead and go through our weapons real quick. Voltaic Beta, and it's plus 11. Yes, please. Yes, please. So, we're not going to have to deal with any of those gear for a while. Do I have... Let me see that a purple seal and a purple armor. I don't. Because we have that one thing that we need to have, Artificer or Relic. See, this is an ancient relic. Ancient relics need to be unlocked. Relics don't. Relics come pre-unlocked. So, that is the thing. So, no, we do have a thing there. So that's fine. But nothing else here of value. And I'll throw that in there for right now. Oh, we're good. Alright. I can live with that. Now we got a few things that we can use. Like this one here. The Visitor. And the melted gun. So the combustor auto. So which perks do we have things for? Melee damage for constructs. Damage for blinded. So the combustor auto gun. Okay. And turret and constructs. So the only one we really have is the... So here, let's swap out that one and put this one with the auto and bring that up. There we go. That way those are going to do significant damage. Alright, next mission. So again, we have one more here with the purple. We're going to do this one. And again, we're going to stick with the arc charge, the relic, and the relic. And this is mainly because I want to get some good relics, if we can. I mean, the last one we got 3. First we got 1, then we got 3. So that's like amazing. And this will be the last mission for tonight. And then tomorrow we'll pick up with the story. We'll see how it goes. It's the holiday weekend, so there's a lot of people who probably will not check in
Enemy is here.
this weekend.
On the weak and using craven tricks against the defenders of mankind.
But we'll be okay.
Perhaps we should find their leaders and give them a fair share of their own medicine.
However, well, that's painful. That was painful. I almost bought that farm. Jesus.
Another technological marvel defiled.
There's just so much fire coming down that spillway. We really didn't stand a chance to not get whacked. Alright, so we have this guy up here. And we have this one. Okay, so there's like 3 areas to go through. We got summoning circles. Healing circles? Nope, that's damage circles. Okay. I wanted to see what that did, because I'm not familiar with that particular effect. Now, granted, though they're giving me recharge spheres. And that's good. Because that saves our bot. Alright. Yeah, I'll go have fun. That's an advantage to having lots of pets. The pets can go do the majority of the damage for me. I can go in, I can do some damage, I can run away a little bit. And then let the pets do the bulk of the work. Right, that's not what we want. Let's do this with the gun. Because the gun is, because it's a ranged weapon, we have a better chance of being able to stay out of trouble. With the gun. That's the big thing, that it gives us a chance of staying out of trouble a little better. Now you have to watch our heating, because we will overheat quite easily. But it's not that big of a deal.
Worse, much worse.
It's okay though. Didn't get anything significant from that, but that's okay. Like I said, we're gonna just like work our way through. Don't know. Oh, that is something I pick up. Okay. So it's a temporary buff. Got it. I can work with that. It's just a matter of figuring out what's what and Because not all of these, I haven't played that many missions yet. So, oh, nasty. You know, I've only played a couple of dozen missions. And because of that, I have a slight knowledge gap as to what can and can't be done, and what's the best way to do some stuff is. So there is some downsides to it. So I am liking this gun. This relic gun is really nice. Oh, can't hit it. Well, it was worth a shot. It does a lot of damage. I'm actually surprised how much damage it does. Alright. Let's see here. Oh yeah, it's got a channel effect. It's actually kind of nice. It does a lot of damage. You can have those. Yeah, I know. The trick is here not to let them spawn in the circle. Yeah, not let them die in the circle. That's the trick. There we go, that's not bad. Yeah, that's what we need. Alright, heal. Beautiful, beautiful. Get out of that way. Get out of that war.
Damnation is eternal.
Nice. Nice, 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 nice. Alright, there is a, series of pickups here. There's also a shrine, which gives me damage. Okay, that's what that circle is. That circle's a damage buff. Which is great. Especially if I had gotten that before I had dealt with that boss. That would be better. But it's okay. You kind of get used to it. I always get the best buffs after you clear the bosses. I don't know why. That's just the way it works out. Wow. Glad I wasn't in that ball of fire. But it's okay, because we have plenty of time. Yeah, we can do with that. We can work with that. It's not that big of a deal. There's more guys coming over here. That's fine. Alright, no big deal. Now, this way. Yes. Now I could, go with a slightly different approach, but I'm okay with the approach we've got right now. The gunners we have are good. The, those auto guns are on level, they're not bad. With them being, 23s or whatever. They're actually pretty decent. I'd be happy if they were a little bit heavier. But it's okay. They're not actually bad. It'd be nice when we can actually get a relic axe for me. That'll be the ideal thing. It's having a relic axe. We're not quite there yet. But we'll get one. We're just gonna go in here and do this. Because those mines will do a significant amount of damage to anybody in them. Like I said, that took a third of his health when the mines went off.
You've set a fine example for their kind, Inquisitor.
Okay, so it's definitely worth it. And here's our chest. Okay, so we got a different iron plant. We'll have a look at that in a second. And we got a cleaver. So we'll see what that looks like. Maybe the iron plant will be better than what we're currently using for the build we're going for. I mean, I always save the relics because the builds that you work on. So, okay. We have two different paths of cleavers. Honestly, this one's significantly weaker in most cases. The construct damage is less. Okay, so there is bonus loot. There is bonus loot quality on this one, and that has a significant benefit, especially right now for the early game. So we'll definitely put that on. That goes on because it has to. And the eye. The other eye we've got is, so again, it's not as good quality. The eye level is like a little lower, but it's okay. Max flux is the same. It's got a chance to double the duration of bleed effects. That's pretty good. -1% spread. This is good for ranged weapons. Again, bonus loot quality. And then physical resistance for constructs. We're going to reduce our damage for constructs, but the extra bonus loot quality is huge. Wow, I didn't even get a seal on that mission. It's alright, we're good. We're good. Oh wait, hold on, my drone plan. I can open my drone plan. Nope, keep that one. I'm trying to get all of our stuff to Artificer or better. So 1 point is not really worth it. And that is the end of our time for today. Thank you everybody for dropping in. If you watched through to the end to see what we did, that's great. If not, come back again, because we'll be doing more content later on. She doesn't have acid protect. Where is the anti-toxic stuff? The Puritan path. We're not quite here yet. Going for the Puritan path this time around. Single DPS? Suppression damage for single target kills. Oh, okay. And the area effect ones. Which we have to do a bunch of damage. Kill our enemies, that's fine. Cheat death. Deal with 50 traps. Blow up explodable containers. We'll get that eventually. What's this one now? Deal 1,000,000 suppression damage. I'm already there. Almost there. Damn. Open supply boxes. Oh, really? I need to open those. And I find them, just do it. Kill commander enemies. Maybe it's here? I've got 1 point. I'm looking for the toxic one. Supreme crit chance. Cool down. Yeah, I don't see like the toxic resist. Complete 15 side quests. Okay. Yeah, I haven't done those yet. Crit kills. That's gonna be increase our crit chance. I mean, our ranged combat, we're using that ranged gun occasionally, which is good. But I want to try and focus on shock dampening, damage reduction and cover. Reanimate our labs. 8% incoming damage That would be lethal if the player survives. Definitely worth getting. Let's do that. Because we want to go to this one. I don't know about these side ones. I might take, some of these. And like this one here, we want to go to this one here. I might even do the ranged one. But I said I like the ranged gun better. But I'm not going to do constructs this time around. It's not for a while anyway. I'll do those later on if I have enough points. I really want to focus on survivability and I'm thinking melee DPS. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. In any case, thank you for dropping in. Unfortunately, this is the end of our run tonight. Tomorrow we're going to pick up the same time, so roughly 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time US. And we will continue where we left off. I look forward to seeing you then, and thank you for dropping in.